We understand how some of the ways in which you found yourself doing therapy around grief, and then your partner's accident, and you
Mhm.
wanted support and it wasn't available. And somebody said,
It
what?
was it was not available, and that was actually a really challenging time for many reasons. I mean, number one is that he was in a, you know, went from being an able-bodied person to being a high-level quadriplegic in an instant. So there's that, and then learning all of that, um, how to deal with that. And then there was also, I was feeling so much grief, and I was trying to read about grief, looking online for grief support. I found people who speak of grief as death loss. Um, and I often was very annoyed because I was in a grieving process, but the materials I was finding was not reflected. It was not mirrored back to me. So I felt like I didn't fit in even in the grief community.
Uh,
Because it's mostly death loss at that time and what I was finding instead of life transition and naming that there are life transitions that are also full of grief.
mhm.
We don't have to just lose someone to death to experience grief and loss.
Thank you for being with us today for this episode of Find Your Voice, Change Your Life. Each person Doreen interviews shares what has helped them find their voice. You can learn from these guests and find your voice so you can be confident to speak up and speak out. And remember to download Doreen's free 7-step guide to fearless speaking at doreen7steps.com. We hope you enjoyed the show and will return next time. Until then, goodbye for now.